All honor, man. I know some of y'all caught that straight horror flick last night. You hear me? Russian roulette. And I want to go off something Tahara Bey said, he mentioned on the previous show. You don't just get a following or views off my name. You hear me? Now I say that to say this. Why? All these acts out here today want to speak on Delta, General Delta, Delta DEFCON, Delta Django. What is it about him? What did you find him at? You hear me? Where we came from, how we came about. A lot of intel I'm just now receiving. It's a lot that I didn't see. It's a lot of research I didn't have time to really go deeper into. Like this little situation here, I didn't know their very first video. They got my name tagged in it. Their very first video about them getting tased or whatever the case may be out here at some protest. They got my name tagged in it. They got NFAR tagged in it. Their very first interview with the same guy who sent them our way, Mr. Doofus. They got my name tagged in it. They got NFAR tagged in it. We never met these individuals. See, when I'm talking about, when you're a fan and we motivate you, we inspire you, that's okay. That's okay. That's our job. That's what we're supposed to do. But they don't understand. This is beyond social media. Don't forget where you found us at. Before the fallout, the only reason we are here, you hear me, is to speak in honor of the same people that sit on their couches and troll and speak shit like, why is Delta free? Why is Delta not locked up? This type of mindset, Ray Woods, Billy Cal, Jesse Jackson, these new niggas today, you got more coons today in the social world trying to gain social imprint. You hear me? Social gains by way of currency, stardom, platforms. You don't get no views or no following. You hear me? Off my name. You will never get that. You will never get that off the black struggle, the black sacrifice like those of Otha Wallace have given to the same folks again that cry wolves. No justice, no peace. You hear me? That's my mindset. That's what I stand on. You hear me? So, when I come out here and I tell you it's a method to all madness, it's a method to all madness. And again, the sneaky games that they play. One thing about it, CIA run Facebook, Instagram, all this shit. We understand that. But when you cut from that cloth, you cut from the field, you understand Malcolm Little. You hear me? Before Malcolm X, out there with Red, who you know today as what? Red Fox. What they was on. You hear me? When you make that conversion over, it stems from the field. And what Khalid Muhammad told y'all. What he told you. Know when you're in front of your enemy. Know when you are in front of your enemy. You are a POW. You hear me? You are under siege here. You should know that. So we're talking about the proper leadership, the proper voice, the proper guidance. But today, it's a double-edged sword to come out here and lead these so-called social Negroes. It's a double-edged sword. You better know who you're running with. You better know what you're running for. But regardless, over here, we up and running. So I tell anyone, any of you that feel like you are opposition to me, as Sammy say, you want to see me locked up, come here and say what I don't want to hear. In front of everybody on social media, you will be that reason. Ever get it misconstrued here? You hear me? The mindset of adults today grown adults today. How you expect the youth to follow suit when you motherfuckers are leading them directly to a slaughterhouse like what Tariq Nasheed cried wolf about, marched right past the black movement to a museum, 1 point something million, and your net worth is what? And what the field got from that? You hear me? Black leaders. Neely Fuller Jr. said you don't have no fucking black leaders today. You got black spokesmen. They come with a price tag. Your modern day viral movement, the solution I call it, comes with a price tag. And everybody got their hands in the pot. There's more crabs today than there ever were yesterday. When Harriet told these motherfuckers that way, follow the God, and all this half-breed cry wolf, we overstand the abolitionists. No, they didn't consider you Negroes as equal, but before civil rights, you had to get human rights. We overstand the freedom riders that was out there, those white folks getting their head bust. They fucked them up before they got to the Negroes. So stop that cry wolf. We talking about your intentions. You hear me? Jesse, what shade is he? Ray Woods, what shade is he? What was his intentions? Just because you my shade don't mean you my brother. You can be black, brown, white. We give a fuck about any of all that. Your intentions behind your actions. What are you here for? You hear me? The poplar trees. Strange fruit. You hear me? So when y'all saw me come out, Florida is mine, sir. Any white militia here? You hear me? Florida is mine. Y'all gonna come play here, you gonna check in. You hear me? Strange fruit in honor of that. Overstand the tyrant. Overstand the tyrant. Don't let social media and these fake leaders lead you astray. Lead you my way. Like I said before, it's like a scary movie. The objective is to get away from the killer. You don't run in their direction. You running the wrong way. You running over here, boy. You hear me? In front of everybody. We'll risk it all. That's the difference. That's all it is. It's not about being tough. You hear me? It's about respect and overstand adversary. Understand who you playing with. Understand the mindset today. The same energy we had in that field out there. And that's why we here today on social media, because your so-called commander-in-chief, he didn't have that energy that he spoke. When these women out here crying, Delta, we just feel safe, General Delta. No justice, no peace. Breonna Taylor, y'all crying wolf about it. George Floyd. We came out about it. But here y'all on social media playing games with your own modern day freedom riders, your own modern day movement. On CIA Facebook, CIA Instagram. But y'all so smart. CIA YouTube. Y'all so smart, showing your every move. You hear me? Black Nation, y'all building. That's like the party of 66 moving on COINTELPRO book. You can't tell me nothing. You hear me? You can't tell me nothing. Lead by example, bro. But once again, though, anytime y'all want to see me locked up, you hear me? Anytime y'all want to see me locked up or you want to see me dead, come here and say what I want to hear. Or whenever you see us out there within arm's reach, say what I want to hear. And you be that reason behind that. You hear me? All honor the field. All honor squads and infant, my nigga. We here, boy. We here infinite.